Welcome to the campfire. Today, I am actually really excited for this. Death Stranding 2 on the Beach comes out. Yes, I did pre-order it. Yes, I did pay a little bit extra to be able to access it early. And I get to play in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now, I'm just excited to get into this. I'm going to record as much as I can tonight, pass out, wake up, go to work, continue on. I set up this entire setup. I had to struggle against a lot of settings. I'm just excited for this. Alright, so that should be good. Okay. Alrighty. I guess this also comes with it. Fair. Wasn't expecting that. I might cut those out. But let's get right into this. Ooh, actually, hold on. Let's check settings. So game settings. That's all fine. That's fine. Don't know if I'm going to need to change any of that. Graphics, prioritize quality. Oh, okay, so there is no like streamer mode or something. Alright, normal it is. That, yeah. Uh-huh. Whilst dooms can afflict anyone, those born under constellations with a greater connection to the beach, Cancer, Pisces, Cetus, Delphinus, said to be more susceptible to developing the condition. It is believed that such individuals are fated to walk a life path fraught with disquiet and turmoil. Well, I guess I dodged that one with Aquarius. But at the same time, that is such a cool logo. Ooh, even starts with the same tidbit. Once there was an explosion. Bang that echoed around the world. A phenomenon known as the Death Stranding. Beached things, lost spirits of the dead, found their way into our midst. When they came into contact with the living, the result was an instant annihilation, a void out. Since most could neither see nor sense BTs, people lived in fear of them, withdrawing from the outside world. Cities became isolated and humanity crept toward extinction. To unite what was left of America, a porter named Sam forged a bond with the bridge baby called Lou, who possessed a special connection to the other side. Together they journeyed west across the continent, reconnecting the people through the chiral network. Okay, so we're just getting a recap of the first game, sort of. But on the day the United Cities of America celebrated the nation's rebirth, Sam and Lou vanished without a trace. Though UCA officials attempted to track them down, the pair's whereabouts remain unknown. Ooh. 11 months later.
Me? I've always loved porters. Through freezing rain and biting wind, across rivers, mountains, and endless deserts, they come to deliver something priceless, a glimpse of a life I've never known. They're my window, my sole connection to the outside world, and I know they'll be back again today.
-61. Have I ever
That's Stranding 2 on the beach.
someone? Do I deserve what I've got?
Our man Norman Reedus.
Now the great systems turn into traps.
I believe she plays Fragile.
I own $1 million worth of stock, but I still won't sleep at night. What is it that I've become?
Troy Baker.
Minus 61.
George
Now
Miller.
the water level rises high in my cold
I mean, this song is kind of cool.
where men sit in circles and talk
Guillermo del Toro,
numbers
yeah.
I never really liked.
Or Guillermo
The way
del
they
Toro,
think
sorry.
of life as some kind of gamble and watch the city drown.
Oh yeah, because I
Where is
suppose
it that I belong?
Lochno would be in this again. PAO, huh?
Minus 61. Now the wind cuts the leaves like a knife.
Sam, our
and the
man.
sun's out of sight.
And little
See
baby
the
Lou.
world they build to lose at the trial what is left and what is right. I made the worst mistake one can make, pretending and playing blind. What is it I'm trying to find?
Okay, time to head home.
Okay. Where is home going to be? That's going to be the real question. Okay, so we got to go there. Oh, and we don't have a map at the moment. I'm going to guess this is our pathway. All right. I have to wonder where we're at. I mean, I guess I could imagine this being Arizona? Maybe? Oh, we do have the Odra deck. Alright. Oh, and there's even a cinematic style camera view. Hideo Kojima. Alright, so where is our destination? Still down that way. About 1,000 meters. Alright.
Let's head home before it gets dark.
Well, we're trying, man. It's not like I've got a good memory of this area. Oh, this just looks so awesome. I wish it was coming out on computer. I would have paid for it there. Oh. Oh, what?
feel that?
Gatequake.
Pretty damn shaky.
Ooh. So, new mechanics. Whoa.
Oh shit.
Hold on. Yep, yep. You're good, boy.
Okay, you're all right.
Similar mechanic to the first game. Oh, Lou. There we go.
Let's go home and get you fed.
Alright. We're good. Come on, Lou. You're alright, buddy. We'll get you home. Ooh. So I wonder what the gatequakes are about. Alright, so where are we going? Still there. Alright. So nowhere great. Let's go this way. And yeah. Maybe better to go towards flatter ground. We end up having to go down anyways. Yeah, this is... okay. We are getting closer to home. I mean, as long as we're going in the right direction, right? Right. Looks like we've got to go at least
Great.
over
Great.
one ridge.
Gotta move.
I can already see that BTs are going to be a problem. So there's the black strands. Where's home from here? Still another 500 meters. What's that? A blood bag? Okay. Let's just move along the ridge here. What's our equipment look like? No weapons. Got a blood bag, strand, and then a ladder. And a climbing anchor. Didn't know that we've got those. Gotta deal with the high winds, obviously.
Fuck this.
Yeah, I feel you, Sam. Trying to run through these winds in this rain, that would suck. Where are we going? Looks like this ridge is probably a safer bet. Don't see any of the black strand. Well, there's a lot of black strands off that way. And those were usually a sign of BTs. And we gotta go through all that. Okay. Let's just keep moving. Keep moving, shaking, and grooving. Let's get down.
We're almost there.
We're getting there, Lou. Alright. I guess a good reason to have grabbed the ladder. And there we go. We're 200 meters. We're almost there.
There, we made it.
Oh, why does the fact that he said we made it makes me think like something bad's about to happen. Basically immediately. Okay. Oh. Yep. BT walking straight towards us. Okay. Well, that's different. Okay, so it was all a hologram. Of some kind? Yeah, that's what it looks like. Or chirogram. Guess that would make sense if they're trying to hide.
Raindrops are falling on my head, and just like the guy whose feet are too big for his bed, nothing seems to fit. Those raindrops are falling on my head.
Hey, not bad, little porter. Not bad at all.
And I said I didn't like the way he got things done. Sleeping
Okay,
on the
Lou. Time for some nom-noms.
Alrighty then. I mean, I guess it makes sense. That's... He wanted a kid after his
Open up.
child and wife died.
There you go.
Unalived, whatever. So that does make sense. And that's another guest from the past, I'm assuming. The otter. Alright. Makes you wonder who he's worried about being there. Checks the knives. Nope, one's a cleaver and one's a regular, cutting knife for vegetables.
Who's there?
Yeah, it's fragile. Think?
Fragile?
Were you cooking?
What are you doing here?
Cause I'm free.
What's with
I've
the
been looking for
hands?
you.
Nothing's worrying me.
Not sure what's up with those hands. Like, why were they automatically covering her face and then they just move on their own?
Wow. Lou's growing up fast. You two look good,
Alright.
like a happy family. Here's a gift. The finest Carol printed diapers.
Thank God. How'd you track us down?
Your neighbor got hooked up to the Carol network. Service now extends to the whole region. I let myself in with this. You can use Carol printers now too.
Guess it's time we thought about moving. Maybe further south. You know, I'm surprised you used the front door for once.
My jumping days are behind me. Overdoing it left me with some kind of syndrome. They call it jump shock.
You care for a drink?
Okay.
Thank you, but
Well,
no.
that's something to read about.
I should get straight to the point.
Business, huh? I mean, for a moment there, I thought maybe you wanted to catch up.
I have a job for you. Take it, and that whole mess over how you left Bridges will be wiped from the record. You won't have to live in hiding anymore.
What about Lou?
That's a little more complicated. We're talking about a Bridges asset.
Is it really a Bridges asset at this point?
You'll have to work it out.
It's a person.
Sam, you brought America together. Helped it be reborn as the UCA.
Yeah?
But I'm afraid the death stranding is far from over. Humanity is still in danger. Still on the brink of extinction. Don't act like you don't see it. A lot of things changed after you went off on your
The
own.
crypto buyout
Especially
stuffy.
within the UCA. Bridges no longer oversees the distribution network. They withdrew once things were up and running. So your friends and co-workers all went their separate ways. And that's not all. Die Hard Man is not the president of the UCA anymore. In case you're wondering who's handling distribution now, A Pass 4000 has revolutionized the whole process. It utilizes the Carol network to manage and carry out deliveries.
So a whole bunch of
With the network
drones.
coverage, there's no need to rely on human porters anymore. And no need for Fragile Express, of course. So after I closed up shop, I went and started a new group. One that handles work in regions outside the UCA.
Okay.
We decided to call ourselves Drawbridge. And we still require the services of human porters that can work outside the network. Preferably ones with dooms who can sense BTs. Sam,
Makes sense.
I'm asking you to go to Mexico. To extend the Chiral network to the south. Just like you did when you went out west.
You're asking, or is this coming from the UCA?
Both. The UCA came to Drawbridge, and now I'm coming to you. So,
Kind of fair.
what do you say? Chiralium contamination is severe. Some areas have it worse than anything you experienced back in the UCA. The timefall storms are growing more intense as well. And, as you can imagine, everything in their path is subject to temporal acceleration. Objects and structures degrade rapidly, while animals and humans grow old and frail in the blink of an eye.
Things we saw in the first game.
Timefall often precedes the appearance of BTs there too. So you should do everything you can to stay out of it as much as possible. There are many other dangers,
yes.
though. The rivers can flood in an instant, and earthquakes happen daily.
So why us?
Seriously, why me?
There are several reasons I thought of you for this job. Deadman, for one. He's currently working at a lab in southern Mexico. I don't know the details, but the research they're conducting there is important. Very important.
Lou remembers Deadman.
And there are certain things he'd like to tell you in person.
That was one reason. You got more?
I do. And this one's serious.
Fair.
There is some BT territory near that lab I mentioned. They monitor the chiralium levels, and recently, they've observed unusual activity. The cause is still unclear, but they seem to think there's a good chance a massive BT is headed their way. And if they're right, then I want you there, ready to kill it before it kills them. Don't forget, Sam. You were the first person in the world to ever take out a BT.
Only person who can, in theory. Alright, let's get to the next one.
Guess that makes sense. But something's still bugging me.
What?
All this talk about extending the network into Mexico. Isn't the UCA basically expanding their territory?
Well,
Taking control? Claiming it for their own?
Sam, it's not like that. They're not trying to take over the world. They just want to link up new areas with the chiral network. Like the internet before the Death Stranding.
fair enough.
Public infrastructure to connect people. Which is why,
Well,
instead of turning to an established government
it
agency
should be.
like Bridges, the UCA contracted a private organization, like ours, who then decided to employ the services of a freelancer like yourself. So please, Sam, won't you help us out?
well... I mean, we already know the answer to that
Mexico
one.
has no shortage of beached things. Spirits of the dead
Yeah.
washed up from the other side were stranded there just like everywhere else.
I'm kind of tempted
Any
just to
human
skip
corpse
through it,
that
but...
hasn't been properly disposed of will become a BT. And any living human that comes into contact with a BT will get dragged into the depths of the tar.
Yeah.
Giant BTs can and will emerge from the tar as well. And if they succeed in consuming a living human being, they'll trigger a void out, destroying everything nearby in a
Alright, we
massive
kind of
explosion.
already knew this part. We didn't need that. Alright, let's go. I mean, I remember Deadman, and I remember liking his character.
Yeah, alright.
And I think by the end of it,
So you'll
Sam
do it?
was getting close to Deadman. He just wasn't caring for how Bridges was handling things.
What about Lou, though? It's not like I can take my kid with me. If I do this, can you hold the fort for me while I'm gone? Play babysitter?
We're inside the network. There's a child care app I can use.
Oh, that was designed by Mama and Lochna.
It'll be fine. The lab is only a few days away. I promise he'll be back before you know it.
Yeah?
Link up the region as you head south, and come home safe. We'll be waiting.
Both of them, apparently. They just had to get that armpit shot in there. Yes. Alright. And I will have to play again on my own, I'm sure, to see if how that plays out if you say no. Oh, and now that you don't have a bridge baby.
Go on. Slide it on your thumb.
Like a ring?
Try sticking your thumb out, like you're giving me a like.
Alright.
Access your ring terminal to view the map. From here you can check order details, as well as the cargo for delivery. Now then,
There.
let's review the mission that you'll be undertaking on behalf of Drawbridge. Your destination is a research lab in southern Mexico. When you
That's
arrive,
not very
you'll
far
need to
away.
use the Cupid to connect it to the Cairo
This doesn't
network.
look like it is.
Cairo communication utilizes the beach, where time barely passes. Using the Cupid in conjunction with a delivery terminal will allow us to initiate a zero-time massive data transmission. But because of the distance, it's not feasible to head straight to the lab to establish a connection. You'll need to
Yeah.
use the way stations to extend network coverage until you're close enough to get the lab online. Your first stop is C1, Ciudad Nuda del Norte. Bring them a delivery and welcome them into the network. Improper corpse disposal remains a serious problem in Mexico. With every additional corpse that spawns a BT, the risk of a void out grows even higher. C1
Well,
in
that doesn't
particular
sound
is struggling
surprising.
to handle this issue.
The
But promise to
number of
remind,
BTs
we can give them the
increasing,
technology they
becoming
need
a
to
higher
address
chance
the
of void
situation.
outs.
Why don't you take a look at the cargo you're carrying by opening?
Okay.
You can access useful information. To review the cargo currently in your possession, select.
Cargo
This is the cargo you
management.
need to deliver. Be sure to get it to its destination in one piece. It's an
There.
excellent idea to place the most important cargo in your backpack. We've given you some additional equipment. It can be carried in pouches or in special hooks, just like cargo.
Alright.
Oh, be sure to weight your various.
Mazer, handgun, blood bag, and ladder. Okay. So that's gonna go on our... Okay, so this is how we do the loadout now. Now let's just put that on our back. This one... Okay, I wasn't paying good enough attention. I see
Return
where
to the
things
menu
are.
when-
Yeah, that's fine. Let's just put this on the hook then. Alright,
Finally, before heading out, make sure to plug.
Yep.
Return to-
and then we gotta plot our route
See your
just like we did
destination?
before.
There's a river you'll need to cross to get there.
And BTs.
There are bandits in the area too.
Oh, that's bandits.
Armed groups that have attacked borders in the past. Think about what route you might take from your current.
Alright. So, I'm looking at this. I mean, there's a deep river. I mean, if we can just avoid this. Base established in a former border checkpoint that now belongs to an armed group of bandits. They will attack any porter, blah, blah, blah. So what we can do... We
When
follow...
you plot a route on the map,
Yes.
you can face these challenges head on. How you get.
I mean, that kind of seemed obvious to me. Alright, we go up and over.
Delivery route finalized. Commencing route creation.
Yeah, we're gonna want to try and go up and over.
Delivery
Whoa,
route
hold on.
finalized. Commencing route creation.
No.
Delivery route finalized. Commencing route creation.
Then we can go across. Then it's a matter of... maybe we don't want to go right through that city. We go to the edge here where there's a...
Delivery route finalized.
No.
Commencing route create. Delivery route finalized.
Alright. Good enough. There. I'm sure I'll get used to that and figure out how that works better. Kind of miss
Latest
just
model
being able to
Cupid.
click and drag, but...
Just completed. We decided to put a hold on network expansion until it was ready to go. Like last time, you'll be using it to welcome people into a whole new world.
You know, 11 months, she's changed a lot. And so has he.
It won't be any
The
harder
child,
than
not so
before
much.
either. The Carol network terminals are ready and waiting. Bridges saw to that. Emily's expedition split into two groups midway. The first continued west, while the second cut
Kind of
south
surprised they
into
didn't go
Mexico.
up to Canada.
But again, they were only able to lay the groundwork. Until you bring those terminals online with the Cupid, the network can't grow.
Yeah?
Hungry?
No.
Fair.
No more baby food for you.
Let you get fragile any trouble, I'm gone.
Of course.
Don't you break my kid.
Don't you break my kid.
Now who wants to eat?
Yeah, I suppose. That is adorable, though. Alright, onward. Checking destination. Yes, yes, I know. 1600
All right, let's get this done.
meters away. Alright, onward. Onward and upward.
Come on. Keep it together.
Yes, yes, I know our Odra deck works. Cargo scanner. Oh, yeah. Because you can see bits and pieces on the side of the road somewhere. Got it. Just like the first game. I like how the running animation doesn't look as stilted as it did in the first game. It definitely, in the first one, compared to this, it looked very much like they had animated based off of him running like on a treadmill.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still a lot of weird rocks in the road, just like the first one though. Granted, that does kind of make sense. And I wasn't wrong. We're Arizona, New Mexico area, maybe Texas. And with the mountains, Arizona or New Mexico kind of seems more likely. But again, it could be Texas. Might as well, since we're already here. Alright, since we gotta deal with going around the bandits. Yeah. Kind of figured going around the bandits is the better option, rather than trying to go through. They look like mules, except for more like the Homo demens.
We're in enemy territory now.
Oh, yes. So how do you undo the crouch? Well, that works too. So circle is to hit things. That's to run.
I'm right here.
Don't do that. Yeah. Apparently don't hit that button. Okay, it's R1. R1 now. Why did they change the button control scheme so much? Doesn't look like there's really a whole lot of point yet to have done that, but whatever. Let's see. Where? Okay, we've bypassed. Oh, we don't need to lay down anything. We can just go here and go around it. Beautiful. Ah, chiral crystals. I almost missed those. Having a few extra probably wouldn't hurt us. Oh, that's not good. Alright, let's put this on for show. There. That worked. Put the enemy down. That's fine. Take their goods. What's with that? Yeah, the enemy definitely isn't beholden to their very limited spot like they were last time, that's for sure. Not that I'm complaining about that, because honestly it made no sense before. Well, that's on me. Alright, let's put the weapon away. And yeah, I know. That's on me, Norman Reedus. I mean, Sam. Oh, come on. Seriously? Grab on. There we go. Alright.
Now leaving chiral network coverage.
Yeah, I kind of figured that would happen. But alright. I'm getting used to this. Alright. What's our best bet from here? Down and around. Grab the ladder, come on. Approaching our weight limit, so we'll worry about that afterwards. That extra ladder will probably do us some good here. Okay, that's signs. Do we have our... No. Okay, so we don't have a canteen this time. Yet. Good to know. Okay. Let's see. Let's put one of those down, just for the fun of it. Alright. I mean, it looks bland and desolate, but at the same time, I'm kind of loving it. Like, that is probably about half the point. Kind of wonder what's up with that. Okay.
How you holding up, Sam?
Back to talking to himself. Like he used to. At least I don't have to hold the button anymore. Oof. It's a heavy sandstorm. Oh. Strong lightning. Oh, I hope that we don't actually have the possibility of getting hit by the lightning. That would suck. Alright. Let's put down one ladder at least. The fact that there's fish in the water actually gives me some hope though too. Maybe we can go fishing. Yep, equip the next ladder. And there we go. Now we just go on down. Don't trip over your own feet, Sammy. Alright, so that acts kind of like the time fall, maybe? It's a good question. I mean, at the very least, it seems to be a storm, obviously. It has a negative effect on us, it's just not time fall, maybe. Maybe. Let's keep grabbing chiralium, or chiral crystals. Keep dragging our feet on to the next thing. Jesus.
Buen dia, Sam. ID confirmed.
Buenos dias.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Access the delivery terminal to process your orders and...
Alright, I gotta see that. Corpus or body system? Social strand service. How does it feel to be back out there, Sam? I'll try to use the SSS to keep you up to date with everything over here. Lou was having fun playing around just a little while ago, and now is fast asleep in dreamland. I'll send another message soon, which you can check out on your ring terminal. Don't worry, I'll take care of Lou. It's a shame that she's not a bigger part of this so far, but I kind of liked having her as the deuteragonist to Sam, or the more like the lance or the foil to Sam. Not really a deuteragonist, but also kind of a deuteragonist near the end. But yep, we'll deliver these.
You must be Sam. It can't have been easy to come this far south. You're here to bring us onto the chiral network, right? Ah, that's a relief. We'll be able to dispose of corpses properly once you've got us online. That'll be one less thing for our residents to worry about. Anyway, I believe you have some cargo for me, yes?
Alright, fair enough.
However, I knew I could count on you to get the goods to us in perfect condition. Definitely the right man for the job.
Well, I mean, we
We
tried,
wrote this
at
stuff
least.
off as lost. Thanks for bringing it in. It's just like everyone says. The Cairo gateway you brought us should allow us to establish a connection between Mexico
If they
and
came
the UCA.
from
And with state-of-the-art tech at our
the
disposal,
original
we can
Bridge
finally solve a
1
lot of our
group,
problems.
surprised they have such a thick Spanish accent. Well, not necessarily thick Spanish accent, but such a Spanish accent. Hispanic accent, I suppose, would be... I don't know, somebody feel free to correct me on the proper terminology there. I would love to know, honestly. Yeah, just surprised that it... Oh, I suppose he does look kind of Hispanic. So maybe he was a local who just joined up with the group? I don't know. Odd, but okay. Oh, I got the machine gun. Fair. Machine pew pew, whatever. Stealth, because we didn't go in loud and proud through that fight.
Chiral network connection confirmed.
Yep.
And now we can begin fabricating the latest corpse disposal equipment. Until recently, we've been dealing with our dead by burying them in tar, but that solution was growing untenable. We should be okay moving forward. I really can't... You must be exhausted after your long journey. There are countless dangers in these parts. You should rest until you're full. Please, stay here before...
Alright.
Well, our corpse disposal but there's nothing we can do to get rid of the BT area we created. Fear of BTs and damage from timefall and chiralium exposure will continue to be a concern. And let's not forget about the bandits willing to attack. But so long as we remain connected to the network, we'll have access to new... You brought us more than a connection to the...
Alright.
As I mentioned before, we've been taking them to a nearby tar pit, and unfortunately, we took it too far. And it wasn't long before the whole pit turned into a BT area. In trying to prevent the emergence of BTs, we ended up facilitating their creation.
Okay, so there's a singularity point to where too many in the tar becomes a problem.
Contributed to an increased suicide rate, which in turn has resulted in even more bodies that we've had no way to dispose of properly. But thanks to the chiral network, we can now fabricate the corpse disposal facilities that we lack.
Well, that's hopeful.
Thank you again for everything. I'll get started right away. By the time you wake up, it should be good to go. You'll just need to access the delivery terminal. I hope I can count.
Yeah, let's go. We'll rest first and then continue on our way. See what the new rooms look like. Alright, this looks more logical. Like, not such a massive room.
And enjoy your stay.
And then just a simple place to hang up the gear. Alright, this makes sense. Alright, I want to take a look at... Yep. After connecting North America, Sam left. There was something here that I wanted to see. Where was it? Gatequakes. Earthquake-like phenomena that are triggered when matter passes through the plate gate. Unlike ordinary earthquakes, the strength of the shaking does not always correspond to the distance from the epicenter. What is the plate gate? Alright. Syndrome caused by performing repeated jumps to the beach. While it is clear that the syndrome is brought about by the accumulated strain, it is still possible to perform jumps while suffering from the syndrome, but doing so puts one's life at risk. Alright, then is there anything else? Like what the plate gate is? No. Okay. Alright, well. Guess we'll get ready for the next thing. Which I'm assuming our next delivery is going to be for this region, somewhere in here. So we'll have to deal with this bandit group. Alright. What about our backpack? Can we upgrade our backpack? No? Please tell me that it just fades to black. I don't have to watch this again. Why do we have to hear it is a different question. Why was that necessary? It's a great question. Sunburn healed from sitting in the shower. Alright. Fair enough. Alright. It is a new dawn, and I am ready to play again. Let's keep running. How do I get out of here? Am I just like stuck in the room? How do I get out of here? Oh, there's level systems to this. Kind of like there was before, but now it actually makes more sense. Okay. So how do I get up? Can I just stand? No? Oh, you actually have to sleep. You don't do that automatically upon entering the room. Got it. I was looking for something it would let me do. Always interesting that you keep whatever necklace you were wearing going to the beach. Even in the first one, you would keep the Cupid on. Or the dream catcher. Nope. You're not actually holding Lou, apparently. And the scar that shows that he was not born, quote unquote. Giant Amelie.
Lou.
Are you alright? If you're worried about Lou, don't be. I'll admit, the stuff is
She is no longer...
but the app has been a big help. Figuring out why a baby's crying, getting the milk just
How did she heal from the time fall?
It's had the perfect advice for every situation.
Hi.
Interesting.
So, how does it feel to be back in the saddle?
Works same as it ever was. It's the first time I've been away from Lou.
We're fine. Trust me. Just focus on the road, okay?
Feels weird to see her like that without the timefall damage. Wonder if they'll explain that. Or if she just eventually recovered and they're never going to reference it whatsoever.
Blood volume and stamina at optimal levels. No irregularities detected at this time.
Okay. Let's see. Is it going to tell us? Databank fragile. No. It doesn't tell us. Okay. Maybe that's just a part of the chiralgram? It's a good question overall. Guess we get moving.
Departing facility. New order available. Please review and confirm.
Alright.
Good morning, Sam. Did you have a good rest? We're already making progress in addressing the corpse disposal situation here. Once
Fair.
again, I've got to thank you for that. If you access the delivery terminal, you'll find that you can fabricate equipment. We have some materials on hand here that you can use to make... Now,
Alright.
we don't
Same
have all
as
the same
usual.
schematics in Mexico that you have access to. But as you link up more facilities to increase chiral network bandwidth and improve your... We should be able to share all kinds of new data with you. Expand... I heard that you're
Fair.
planning to extend chiral network coverage to the south, down as far... So go ahead and pick up the order. I'll explain the finer details.
Okay. So... yeah, we're gonna have to deal with that crew or we go around. Same as
Your next destination
always.
is Villa Libre. The people there don't have enough medical equipment to meet their needs. If you bring them this delivery, timefall is coming down hard in this area. Cargo containers that are exposed to time. If you carry container
Same as
repair
always.
spray, keep an eye out for the rivers and bandit camps in the area too. Hazards like these. On your way to Villa Libre, you might pass a post box we built. We left behind some spare equipment in its shared locker. If you see it, take a look inside. Everything
Okay.
is yours to use.
Looking
as
at
you deem
this,
fit. There should be
it might
materials
benefit
in there
us
too,
just to run
enough
across
to
the river
fabricate
or run
something
by
if you
the
like.
river.
Also, with
Yep.
Fine.
Okay.
So what do you
Yes.
think?
Cool.
Take your
Post
time.
boxes. Aware. All right. Let's go to the next step. Oh.
Commencing route creation.
Let's go up to here.
Delivery route finalized.
No. Come on.
Commencing route creation.
Tap there. Okay. I was just dumb yesterday. That's fine.
Delivery route finalized.
So we'll just come along the edge here, deal with as few people as we have to. What's next? Okay, hit X to go
This
next.
order calls for some pretty hefty cargo to be, but don't forget to take into account all the other
Yep.
Run.
Okay, so that's where it's just going to be. Seriously? Place on backpack? I can't just put these... Okay.
Make all necessary preparations for your delivery.
Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so we need... Okay. So we've got boots. We will need one of these. I don't foresee us needing a ladder, but we might as well make one and then have a spare pair of boots. So, place in the backpack. What the? Why up there? Attach the boot clip. Okay. Bandit boots. recycle these. Where is this? And why is it not just there? There! That looks so much better! Why? Okay. Cool. We can leave that where it's at. This one, let's attach to suit. And same with this. There we go. Things look a little neater now. So let's go back. And we can head out.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Not so bad.
Heat levels tolerably tolerable.
Let's place a sign down. Can I? Yeah, there we go. Let's do the winky sign right there.
I will always support you.
The heck? Well, that doesn't look ominous. Timefall's really rough here.
Best of luck to you.
Let's go put that right back into the facility.
Please give it your all.
I don't really have anything else to say about that.
Stand the heat.
Might as well just put it back in. Okay. Now, where is... Yes, okay, store materials, yes. Let's get right back out onto the road. And off we go into the wild tan yonder.
Always support you. Please give it your all.
Where is this going to lead me? Right out here. Okay, so Timefall is still rough. I'm going to assume. But not as much of a game ender as they were just making it seem with that metal box immediately getting destroyed. Oh, wrong button. It's going to take me a little bit to get used to using the left bumper instead of the right for that. For the Odra deck. Long life meals. That is a fair number of likes. Alright, we'll grab it. Water levels are rising. Alright. I'm going to equip this just in case. Because I know we are coming up near some enemies. Grab those.
Definitely not alone.
Oh, I'm aware, dude. So we're gonna go this way. They're gonna see us right through there, aren't they? Oh, and there's an unfortunate bandit camp right flipping there. Okay. Got you. Alright. Let's try to grab this while we're here. Oh, somebody's launching from a long distance. Ow! Okay, I'm just gonna punch you to death. No, oh, not death. Punch you down. Come on. Alright. Electric rod. Alright, where's this guy come from then? Ah. He's coming from back there. Got him. There's two more. Take you down. Take you down. Who else? Who else we dealing with here? Nobody? At the moment? Wait, hold on. Where am I going? Okay, so right now this is a river, but if I just follow along this side. Okay, we don't have to worry about that. Let's pull our pistol back out. Oh, there we go. And we're escaping their area anyways. Combat's not too terrible. Actually feels a lot more fluid than it did in Death Stranding 1. Okay. Yeah, we can't sprint so much. Got it. Oh, I know. Come on. Let that go. Let that recover. Definitely got to level up some. So I might spend some time doing extra runs and whatnot. We're trying to do things to increase levels. Alright, so next, so that's where we get our find our canteen. That's a weapon. There we go. Let's repair some stuff. We definitely need it. Yeah, that one box really needed a repair. Yeah, that can go. Wait, we can hide in the post box? That's kind of cool. Alright. We should probably get through the rest of this then. So we gotta hop down there. At least we don't just like jump. That makes sense now. Okay. Canteen. Now that I know where that's at. There we go. Cool. Okay. I have a feeling that that worked for somebody, but I'm just gonna do a ladder. You know. Maybe? Okay, well that's not gonna work here. Got it. No, put it away. That's what I want to do. Alright. Now let's look upriver and see if there's a decent spot for us to cross. Actually, that river doesn't look too deep right there. Let's take a look. I keep forgetting to do the Odor Deck thing now. Because they actually put textures to the water and whatnot. Oh. It's a depth of 2.
Nothing bad.
It's not too bad. It's not too wide. Yep. Yep. Oh, it gets deep. Not too deep. Yeah, we got through. Good enough. And where's our destination? Oh, shift weight left. Destination should be right over here, right? Let's check the map. Yeah. Okay. It's basically where this town looks to be. This reminds me of the mountain area. Just in the way that they've got a town actually kind of laid out.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
Really wasn't how they did it, you know, for most places in Death Stranding 1. You only went to, you know, a way station or anything else, and you're like, where are all the people? And then the mountain area had actual buildings with people living in them. Not that you could ever see them, but, you know, you at least understood that there were people living there.
Yeah, that's the way.
I know, Sam. I know. Okay, let's start running. We're close enough. Carrying capacity went from level 1 to level 2. Endurance to level 2. Okay. Good. We needed both of those. Oh, shoot.
Okay.
And here we are. Deliver all things, yes. And
You're Sam, right? Did the timefall give you a lot of trouble? Thanks for making the trip. Allow me to assess the condition of your cargo.
okay. I always find it funny that their holograms look so shaky
Not many porters care for their cargo
before they join the
anymore.
network.
But that is why you are the best. Did not think we would ever get this back, but seems I was wrong.
Oh, they were over there.
This was time. Once we're part of the chiral network, we'll be able to use these remote medical units. I can get myself checked out as well. So go ahead and link us up.
Makes you wonder how bad she is if they're going through that trouble to hide what she looks like right away. Drawbridge connected. Alright. Well, she doesn't look like she's all that, you know, sick or injured. So we got the PCC again, and a happy Quokka. Alright, so we got 5 combat, 5 porter, 2 servicemanship.
Chiral communications have been established.
Which doesn't look that
Finally
sick,
use one of these
at
medical
least.
units to assess the condition of the child I'm carrying. I just pray
Oh,
they're
okay.
strong and healthy. The elderly residents here will also be happy to receive proper medical care. Oh, seems like you should be capable. Probably thanks to the chiral network expansion and the resulting increase in total bandwidth. Of course, every additional structure will eat into that bandwidth, but there should be more than enough to support anything you build. There's one other problem we've been dealing with lately, though.
Okay.
It's not a critical issue, so I've posted an aid request with further details. If you're interested,
Yeah, fair.
you can...
Alright.
Some of the cargo we had stored here was washed away during a massive flood. The water carried it into bandit territory. So I know this isn't the sort of thing if you're willing and able. All of the relevant details you can use. So
that's basically that.
I'm not sure. I should have given birth to my child ages, but for some reason, the fetus. If something's wrong with my body, and not knowing is. But with one of our new medical units, I want to believe I can still bring.
Interesting.
Looks like the residents of the C1 South Distribution Center need you to recover some cargo from. You can review the specific. So I'll share.
Alright, so we can help them, or we can move on and help another group. There's... Alright. Cover density gauges. So where is this other order that she was going to put in for recovering their stuff? Weird. Alright. So I've had a thought about it. Why...
Okay, Sam.
I wonder...
Then I'll bring you up to speed with what I know.
Well, hold that thought.
The order you've undertaken is to recover chiral density gauges that have been stolen by bandits and taken back to their base. The base is located in some overgrown ruins, so you'll have a hard time getting a clear view of it. You might want to construct a watchtower near. With it, you can get a better handle on the situation. But that's not all, of course. Other porters are also able to make use of your structures.
Yeah.
Think about what I told you. Best of luck.
So, my thought on this whole problem with her, child stopping progress of 7 months, everything, all that, is I wonder if that has anything to do with Sam and his whole stopping the Death Stranding as it was. I understand that he didn't really stop the Death Stranding. So we're going to want to bring a ladder at least. Follow this road up. Put the watchtower down. Go there. And then it looks like the clearest route is this way.
Delivery route finalized.
Yeah. Hold on. Next step. Yep. We're bringing a PP or a PCC with us. We've already got a ladder. We may want another one of these for the extra ammunition. Place in backpack, yes. We can customize our look? We only got the one option. Alright, I want these. Where? Back out, and let's go. Okay.
Thank you.
Next.
Till next time.
Where's our route gonna take us? This way. We're not carrying too much, so... Wonder how we're gonna handle BTs this time around.
Take care, Sam.
Like, is Sam more on the Dune scale and we can actually see BTs without a BB? It's a good question. it's like that. Ha. Ha ha. Ha. Fair enough. Alright. Well, looks like there's already a land path here. Oh, the timefall did stop. Let's give a couple likes along the way.
Please take measures to withstand the heat.
Whoa! What are these?
Warning. Analysis confirms that these hostile life forms are chiral creatures.
Yeah. Let's just take some out, I guess. I don't think we're... Oh no, they are going away, slowly. There's just so many of them. Plus, hitting them is half the problem here. Okay. So, how do we get around them? Probably up and around? That was so weird. Okay. Yeah. Those things are weird. Chiral creatures. Interesting. It does bring up to mind a question I had in the first game, which was, okay, if wildlife can't survive as is, what's going to happen to wildlife? How is it going to evolve? How is it going to change? And there's a lot here. Okay. So if we go around chiral creatures, we don't have to deal with them nearly as much. Let's put a ladder up. See if we can get high enough up anyways to get around these creatures. Come on, just keep climbing. Maybe this will allow us to go around them. Around that giant mass of those things. There's another one right there, but looks like we managed to avoid them. And there's more.
How you doing, Sam?
Just dealing with giant spiders. God, they're creepy. Oh, I hate spiders. I really, really hate spiders. Let's see if just sprinting through will do me any good. Nope. Nope, it really won't. Oh, I hate spiders. Oh. I know it's irrational in 90% of cases, but this time I'm vindicated. I grew up living, I lived in a basement that just attracted spiders. Like, I wasn't trapped down there, but that's where my bedroom was. It was an mostly unfinished basement. We built a bedroom into it with the all to the standard, and it was great because I was a teenager and I liked the privacy and all that. I also had crippling fear of spiders after a while. And you got used to them, but then you kind of didn't at the same time. Hard to explain there, I guess. Like, you get used to the daddy long legs, but they don't feel like... You don't feel good about them. Okay. So this area is just crawling in chiral spiders. Which is just disturbing. Okay, let's get this out. Watchtower. And let it go. It's really cool. Alright. So let's take a look here. So there's three dudes, maybe four. And then what else are we looking for here? We actually have to look in or look around. Got it. And there's the post box. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 people that I can see. So, says there's 5. Okay.
This must be their territory.
So we'll have to deal with 5 people? Let's just get our weapon out. Let's take this one out first. And this is why I couldn't see him. 'Cause he's way in here. We got the one. Oh. Are they actually already shooting at me? He is. Oh, come on. Took you down. Alright. Where's the next one? So you're over here. And you're all launching stuff at me already. Ow, come on. Oh, come on. Ah. Took one out. And he's unfortunately in the water. Can I hit you from over here? Yes, I can. Can I hit you? No. There we go. And what about you? Oh, come on. took you down. Okay. We're somewhat safe at this point. Let's just get across the river now. Yeah, that's fair. What are we looking at? Alright, so that's over here.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
Alright, alright. We're keeping it up. Give that to me. And then we just gotta break into this one. Oh, now I feel itchy after all those spiders. Alright. Blood bag. Let's put that into the utility pouch. Let's take their ladder. Ladder. Let's put that onto left shoulder. Let's hang on tool rack. Attached to suit. Kind of just want to balance things out a little bit here. There we go. Now from here, just gotta follow the road down this way. And off we go to our next destination. Which I had our path going down and around the mountain instead of trying to go through it. But okay, so that just leads us up and in. If I go over this way, we should meet up with our path. Yeah. This will meet us up with our pathway. People are delivering stuff to the post box. I wonder if that's just something we can do and it wasn't a request? I don't know, I didn't see it in the requests. Even though I looked. Why do these bandits set up so close to the distro centers, but the distro center never does anything about them? Oh. Alright. Alright. We've gotten to the distro center. Only 43 people here. Interesting. But we'll get through this. Alright. And deliver the report. Yes. Let's get through that. Let's get right to the...
You're Sam, right? I assume you're here to drop off that stolen cargo of ours? With those chiral density gauges in our possession, we'll be able to determine where BTs are likely to appear in the future. So, let's get a look at those containers and see if we're good to go.
Yeah, I can't place his accent.
Thank you.
This voice actor.
I just have to say, looks like our chiral density gauges are just about good to go. So, let's see what that cube
Like it sounds more... like somewhere between Canadian and American English. So it just sounds weird when he said hola. And I'm like, wait, hold on. Maybe. I mean, it's this. I think it's the same voice actor as the first area that we came up to, where he sounded more Hispanic. Yeah, it looks kind of like the same guy too. All right, so there's 2 regions yet to try to bring in. Got the Timefall shelter again. Fair enough.
It's high time we got on the chiral network. Our BT research should go a hell of a lot faster now.
Yeah, it sounds like a dude from Colorado.
The chiral density gauges you brought us have been safely integrated.
At least the one from Colorado I know.
We can a lot of lives are going to be saved thanks to you.
What's...
It's one of the fruits of our joint effort with the lab to develop Up until now, our primary weapons against these entities have been created with the blood of doom sufferers. And so, production is wholly reliant upon regular donations from rare individuals like yourself. Securing a stable supply has been difficult. Though you'd know all about that, given your experiences with the UCA. But this weapon utilizes synthetic blood with all the same anti-BT properties. Derived from samples taken from doom sufferers, it can be produced at scale to meet demand. And despite its artificial nature, it's actually proven to be more potent than the genuine article. So you can think of our new weapon as a more full-blooded version of the hematic grenade it replaces. In any case, we won't need to ask you for your blood ever again, so if you want to test it out, we have some training facilities here at the district. Feel free to access the delivery
Yep. Alright.
This whole area is a chiralium-rich environment, so there's a much higher risk of BT showing up.
Well, especially with it being a rainforest.
Sharing data,
at least to some degree.
All to help develop
would make sense that there's more timefall there than other places.
One of the largest void outs ever recorded happened down south, don't forget, giving rise to a massive tar belt. So massive that it completely cut us off from the land beyond. We can't afford to let that kind of
tragedy so we can't get to South America yet.
But between the cargo you've delivered to us
Maybe.
and our new connection to the chiral network, we're gonna make it
kind
through
of
this.
Curious of how far this game will take us.
You probably think timefall shelters are only good for getting out of the rain. Our timefall shelters are, after extensive research and development, we were able to outfit them with a system that disperses a BT repellent fluid.
Okay.
So if you've got one on your tail and it's about to grab you, these shelters. Only downside is that the repellent has a limited supply, so make sure you don't run low. It has other perks too. The shelter can purify timefall and convert it into drinkable water, allowing you to top up your can. We've posted an aid request so you can fabricate a shelter. Researchers at other, as you expand chiral network, and I'm sure we will all, so keep.
Alright.
By the way, you have to pass through some dangerous territory. We'll do a quick survey of the chiral density, so you might not want to leave right away. And let's not forget that you just tackled one of our toughest orders. Tell you what, we got
Fair
a nice
enough.
private room here that we'll get stuff.
Alright, so we can take a break downstairs and keep going. But I think with that, I'm going to call this episode after we get done with whatever cutscene's about to happen. I'll probably keep recording, but I mean, we're getting to 2.5, 3 hours even before. Considering what, 3 hours before considering what we're taking out of it.
Detected. Please seek shelter immediately.
Gatequake.
Sam, are you okay?
I'm fine. You guys?
The facility's intact, but the research lab might have taken a hit. The local chiralium levels appear to be rising. Better hurry over there, Sam. Head to the delivery terminal upstairs and check their order.
Fair enough. Well, with that, thank you for joining me here by the campfire. If you like the video, like it. If you have questions, comments, concerns, witty remarks, recommendations, and suggestions, let me know in the comments below. Subscribe if you want to. Join the Discord if you want to. And as always, have a wonderful day.